Alright, I unplugged the cord here to get a little mobility, and that caused some problems. So we're back. And we're back with our F here. So I'm going to tune my F to match this F here. Like I said, it's actually an E, but we're going to fake it for now. So the key thing is to find the center string and find the corresponding gear up here. And just like a guitar. Instrument, tune the strings till they're together. Now you may be hearing a little bit of dissonance, and that's actually because these other two strings here are kind of vibrating. It might even be vibrations from some other string here, but I noticed that first with the G up here. I'm sorry, this G down here. Nope, I'm lying. This G, which I've already done. And I'm hearing a little bit here with the F. So now that we've muted this, we've got the center string tuned, I'm going to use this fatter mute here. To mute the right side string. So I'm going to go right in here and just wedge this guy in. And now I've got just the left and the center strings vibrating. And find the corresponding gear here. I should point out that I'm not in any kind of an accredited piano tuner. I'm just a guy who got this piano off Craigslist. And realized it was horribly out of tune and figured it would be fun to try to tune it myself. The price of these couple of mutes and the wrench was about the price of a very cheap piano tuning. And I figure if I screw up this piano, you know, no big deal because it's a piece of junk. So we're going to tune our highest, our rightmost of the three strings here. And just like that. 1, 2. No, not too shabby, huh? Woo. Alright, so now let's do one more while I got you here. Oops. So now I've got a couple of notes here. I haven't done any of these. So let's do some of these guys. Let's get down here and do the C sharp, which should actually be pitch of a C because we're half step flat. Doesn't sound so good. So we'll do the same procedure here. Find the key, find which strings it's hitting, mute everybody with the middle guy, and we'll give it a little whirl. I'm definitely afraid of a string breaking and hitting me in the eye, so you're not seeing this, but I'm looking away while I'm doing this and just tuning with my ears. There's a look of grave pain on my face while I'm doing this. I've been playing guitar for almost 20 years, and it's a lifelong fear of mine at this point to have a string break and gouge my eye out, so I'm being very careful over here. So piano tuning is not for everybody. There actually is danger you could do. In theory, you could actually hurt yourself doing this, probably. And you could also break one of these strings, which I'm sure is a pain in the ass to put back together. Let's take a look inside this thing. I mean, there's some interesting mechanics here. I would not like to be the guy that's got to change a string on one of these. So, like I said, this is my practice piano. Okay. Back to tuning. We're back to our C sharp. I've muted the right side string. Let's tune up his left hand side here. Not too shabby. I went a little faster there than I meant to. You can probably hear that was I meant to do that a little bit slower now. A little bit more gentle, but some of these gears are surprisingly forgiving. So let's just do a couple more notes here and we'll finish up this octave, and then I'll let you guys get the hell out of here. Alright, we're up to our E flat here. some problems that I've had with this piano is that some of these notes, or rather some of these hammers, as you can see is the case with this one. I'm going to zoom in here for a closer look. You can see that how this hammer really only hits the left side string now. I've got some of these guys that are worse, like this A. Maybe it's this A. No, it's this one. He's really only hitting the left-hand side there. So tuning this was kind of a pain because when I put the center mute in, it was actually preventing it from hitting, because you can see that, you know, the mute would have gone here, which is very close to the path of this hammer. Now I was actually getting problems sounding the notes, and so I used this Bubble Land laundry card to pluck the strings for me. So you kind of got to be creative when you're dealing with a really old piece of crap piano. Alright, so now that lefty's tuned, let's tune righty. We're doing pretty well. So one of the issues here, one of the reasons I don't want to go too quickly with this piano is I don't want to break anything. I don't want to break this, crack the soundboard or break a string or anything like that. I really want to tune the entire thing and just tickle the ivories and have a great time, but I'm really nervous about breaking something, so I'm going very slow, tuning only small sections of the keyboard at a time because this thing is so severely flat. Now if you think about this, let's take a little detour here and look at the strings here. Remember we talked about how many strings there are on this end, and over here we've got triples, so you're looking at something like, I did the math on this the other day but I forgot, but out of the 88 keys, you know, 62 of them ish are tripled. You know, so those, you're looking at 180 strings just for those guys, plus these guys down here. You're looking at, it ended up being like something around 250 strings, which is pretty substantial. So with all that added stress, with this thing being, you know, full step flat on 250 strings, raising all of those up a full step, you know, could put a little damage on the instrument. So we want to go real slow, just tune bits of it at a time. Because we don't want to break anything. This is a treble guy. Let's give this guy a shot. And then our whole octave will be done here. Hey, that's starting to me instead of at the gears here. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm not a piano tuner, I'm not in the union or anything like that. I started doing this Sunday, and it's Tuesday now, so. So, it's not perfect. But again, we're going to get there.